Hey there guys, BlackPanthaa here and welcome to a video where today I'm going to be talking about DriveClub once again, and I want to give you my updated thoughts and if I'm going to be picking it up and why I'm going to be picking it up and that sort of stuff. Just answered the first question, but we're going to move swiftly into this. So I'm going to assume that you've already seen a few videos of me talking about DriveClub and you know that I'm slightly disappointed about the game having no visual customization, no body modifications to the car, you know, no tuning to the car, no upgrading to the performance of cars. It's basically a very bare bones racer. You do a race, you unlock a car, well done, here's some XP that does nothing, and then you move on to the next race, and 50 races later, you're done with the game completely, it's done, you never want to touch it again because that's what the game seems like at the moment. You know, looking at all these advertisements and stuff, it makes it seem like it is just that. They're showing tracks and cars on tracks over and over and over and over, and that's the advertising they're doing. Whereas if you look at Horizon's trailers, you look at Project Cars' trailers, they're showing off features of their game. You say starting your driver career in this game, and you know, social racing and doing online meetups and going to car meets and stuff on Horizon 2. And DriveClub's just like, here's some pretty cars driving down the road. Oh, would you look at that weather. So that's basically everything that was updated at Gamescom. That was the Gamescom trailer. It's like, hey guys, we're driving. We're working towards a point system. Awesome. What does a point system do? Absolutely nothing. Oh, hey, are you going to buy our game? Of course you are, because it's got pretty weather. Fantastic. Now, and that's basically what I want to talk about. So, that demo was absolute shite. Let's just start with that, because all they did really show what looks to be photo mode and weather that's going to be updated into the game after launch, like post-launch, as in not at launch, after launch. Now the weather they've been talking about, which is much better than Horizon 2 for so long, yeah, it's going to be after launch of the game, an afterthought. And how I see this being, this game, which kind of annoys me, is the only way I see this game being extended for such a long time is weekly content updates or monthly content updates or something with free content, not content that you're going to charge us for, because we know that's exactly what's going to happen. We'll do the 50 races on the game and we'll get DLC every month saying, oh, here you go, have some cars that are about £90 each, because it's a free-to-play price model. And there's just a lot of reason for me to not really love DriveClub as much as I should. But I'm picking it up. And that's the main reason for this video. I wanted to tell you that I am picking this game up. I am going to buy this game full price on the PlayStation 4, pop it in, play the game, do some videos for you. And the reason for me wanting to do that is because it looks like a game I might enjoy quite a bit. And you're probably confused right here as to why I'm saying that, but a lot of my friends don't like racing games, and I think DriveClub is onto something here that I kind of missed a few times. In a way, it's onto something which it could also have the features that I really want, such as tuning, customization, having even an open world. I know that's like a completely different idea behind the game, but you know what I mean? It could have the things that I want that Horizon 2 has and Forza 5 has and Gran Turismo has, and still do this. But it's a step in the right direction, and I'm hoping that they'll support this time, or support the game in the future, or somewhat improve this in the future with new additions to the franchise and so on. But what I like is that it's quick, simple, fast, and there's a free-to-play version on the store available. That makes it really easily accessible to people that don't normally like racing games. So my friends, there's not a lot of people, you know, you might have friends that don't really play racing games. They just play Call of Duty, they play GTA, that's about it. Or FIFA, you know, whatever, Madden, I don't know. And you can say to them, you know, I've just picked up this cool game, DriveClub, and I want you to do races with me. And what you can do to, you know, let that person experience that is tell them, go on the PlayStation Store, download that game, and race with me. And that's awesome, because it gives them access to the game very quickly. It's like a demo, but it's not labelled a demo. It's just, you know, DriveClub. You're downloading the full game, minus a bulk of the cars and tracks. So obviously it's a way for them to be like, here, try before you buy, mainly than anything else. But it's a way for me, as someone that really likes racing games, to get my friends that aren't so much into racing games to hop on the game and have a quick race with me and see what they think of it and buy it if they will. And it doesn't add in the complications of having to do the tuning and the upgrading and that sort of thing, yes. But there's always an extremely easy balance for this type of thing. I mean, if you look at Rivals had the upgrades, and you could still keep up with someone in a non-upgraded car whatsoever. And you know, there's a lot of stuff that they could do to make this game much better than it actually is. At least adding the ability for me to customize my car, change the color of the rims, change the color of the body paint, you know, add on a couple of body parts somewhat, and you know, even if it's just tuning, as in just nothing but tuning, no upgrades performance-wise, just tuning, allow me to change when the gears change, you know, more acceleration, more top speed, that sort of thing. A noob can go into that with a stock car and still have a pretty damn good chance if they know how to drive, and it's very club based. So if they come last place and the other driver comes first place, they're still going to be quite high in the leaderboard and get high rewards. And I kind of, you know, I like the game itself. The core concept is very nice for people that don't like racing games normally, and it's a better way of going at it than going with Blur's, you know, want, or Need for Speed Rivals, is adding in weapons and adding in things that people don't like in racing games. DriveClub basically strips everything out and makes it very easy to access, trying it at a different angle. And a lot of people compare it to PGR, and I can understand if that's the case, because even he compares it to PGR. The main guy at this studio, he basically says, you know, it's PGR, very similar to PGR, and that makes sense because they went from doing PGR, which was a very basic racer that was quite well received, really, but it was more, you know, not as basic as DriveClub. But then they went to Blur. They tried to simplify it. There's no tuning, there's no upgrading, there's no personalization of cars. You basically go in there and you can shoot weapons at people, because everybody thinks that guns are great now, don't they? The Call of Duty, it's got new guns. Oh my god, I'm going to buy this game. So they add guns into it. They add guns into Rivals, you know, some form of weaponry, and nobody buys it. And they're wondering why, because Mario Kart can do it. And the reason is because their fan base is hardcore people. You know, they're hardcore racers, they like cars upgrading, that sort of thing. And when you try and mix in Mario with any of these types of races, it just doesn't work. It has to have the kiddie face on it like Mario does for it to be one of those races. Little Big Planet does a good job of doing that because it is a little kiddie faced game, if you know what I mean. Though it's not, the audience isn't completely for, you know, children in Mario or a Little Big Planet, but those games just have very child-friendly mascots, and it's fitting for adults because they know they can enjoy it, and children because it's got a cute little mascot that they'll like. And whereas in DriveClub, they've basically looked at their mistakes, and rather than adding weaponry and all this other bollocks that we don't need in a racing game, they've gone back to the basics. They've gone back to the very basics of a race, very fast, intuitive design, accessible by anybody that really owns a PlayStation 4 with PlayStation Plus, which is hopefully nearly everybody. And there you go. That's basically what DriveClub is to me. Hopefully you kind of followed exactly what I was trying to put out here, but I'm picking up DriveClub because I think it'll be a good game for me to play with you guys, because everybody has access. It'll be a good game for me to do open lobbies on. It'll be a good game for me to, you know, say to my friend that doesn't like racing games and normally picks up FIFA and COD each year, I can say, hey, you know, if you want to try a racing game, have a go at DriveClub with me. It's on the PlayStation Store, it's free, give it a go, see what you think. And it's a good stepping stone for them to then get into Project Cars, Forza Horizon 2, and obviously the other games. And I think that's the best explanation I've ever done of the game. And if you guys are picking up DriveClub, make sure to let me know down in the comments. Are you picking up DriveClub, or are you saving for Horizon 2 that's coming out before? Are you not getting it because you don't like it? Just explain your thoughts down below. It'd be great to hear if you guys now understand my exact point. But once again, it is still possible for them to have in the performance tuning, at least in this game, to extend the abilities of the game for those hardcore racing fans that really just want to go on a track and drift around it. You know what I mean? Put on the weather, make it rain like hell, and then pick their favourite sliding car, slide around for the tune setup they've done, tune it on the go, bam, you've automatically got something that works for everyone, because the guys that don't know anything about that stuff, they don't have to touch that stuff. I know a lot of people that bought Forza and just race around the track. They never tune the cars, they've never personalized the cars except choosing default ones that are made by the community. And that's the issue I kind of have with the game, is because they're too scared about, you know, scaring off the casuals. And I think Forza does it right. and they should learn something from that. But anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. Let me know, as I said, in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. And I will see you when you're picking up Drive Club alongside me, guys. And, well, it's after Horizon 2, so, yeah. See you next video, guys. Peace.